Uh, what are your qualifications?
I understand. I have a bachelor's in criminology. I have a master's degree. I have 11 years of experience working out of the school. I love movies. I have a great personality, as you can tell. I have a terrible potty mouth. Fuck you. Sorry, turrets. Is that fucking enough for you guys? Am I a good review channel? I guess we'll tell. This is like my 22nd video, but I believe those are good qualifications. BeetleJuice, what do you say?
Well, I attended Juilliard. I'm a graduate of the Harvard Business School. I travel quite extensively. I lived through the Black Plague, and I had a pretty good time during that. I've seen The Exorcist about 167 times, and it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it.
So it's been 36 years since the very first Beetlejuice film has came out, and since I'm finally getting to see the second film tonight, I decided I'd treat you guys with a special review of the 1988 film Beetlejuice. Now, I know it's going to sound weird, but honestly don't think I've seen this film for probably the last 14 to 17 years. And when I went to watch it for the first time in that period of time last night, this is going to kind of sound shitty, but I honestly feel like I didn't like it as much as I used to. I'm happy I kind of watched it before I go see the second film because there was a lot of stuff I didn't remember. But let's get into it. Talking about Beetlejuice, it is, very interesting that this film has been out for 36 years and it's finally got a sequel. Now, after watching the film, it's kind of interesting that they finally decided to. You'd think they would have decided to create a new film a long time ago because the world it was built on, and honestly, the character of Beetlejuice was just actually awesome and interesting. After watching the first one, though, it is surprising that the film got such good reviews as the star of the film doesn't actually fully appear till 47 minutes into the film. Beetlejuice, Michael Keaton, they don't show up till 47 minutes into the film. And he only literally has 17 minutes of screen time, which that's kind of one of my negatives because after seeing Michael Keaton all those years and going back to see him as Beetlejuice, he's just freaking hilarious. And seeing him as an actor these last 20 years or so, I don't think he's been in a lot of strange comedy funny films, and seeing him as Beetlejuice when he was a lot younger, it's just so interesting. I really didn't remember how raunchy and how much of a pervert Beetlejuice was in this film. Like literally his 17 minutes, I feel like half the time was him spending time trying to grope the females of the film. The film itself was directed by Tim Burton, the same one, as he is directing Beetlejuice. And, the world Tim Burton created, just like many of his other films, is so well done and so creative. Like I said, I felt shocking that he waited this long to go back to this franchise. Beetlejuice as a character, he's so interesting and happy. And I'm happy that we got a second film as he's just a fun and interesting character played by a great actor in Michael Keaton. There's not a lot of icon characters that are out there that didn't get like a sequel. And it's just interesting, I'm just kind of mind blown that it took 36 years to get that. Film itself starts kind of boring with the two main characters in my view. I'm sorry, but those two main characters are just dull. They're boring. I don't really care for them. However, seeing the creativity of what Tim Burton does with, in the afterlife and exploring that side of it at times made it interesting for the first 47 minutes. I watched the film and I forgot that they died right off the bat, and how they died was just like, when you go back and watch this film, you're like, did they truly just die just by like flipping off a bridge into the water when it was like literally like a 10, 15 foot drop? Okay. The story itself was okay. Like I said, the creativity of the world was what brought this film up in my views. When Beetlejuice is on the screen is when the film is at its best. For a film that is 36 years old, it is still a film that I feel is good to watch from time to time during the scary season. It's a cult classic for a reason. However, Beetlejuice for me was a 7 out of 10. And may not be my favorite film to go back to or watch, during a spooky season. It's not one of my favorite films to continuously put on every Halloween, like some certain films, like Halloween, of course, and, another cult classic. This is going to probably piss some people off. I'd rather watch Hocus Pocus than Beetlejuice. That's kind of how I feel. But, you know, of course, it is still worth watching from time to time. Like, it's not like I hated the film, but it's not as enjoyable as I thought it was, you know, was originally when I was watching as a kid. And that might be because my mother made me watch it so many freaking times as a kid. I don't know. But that is all I have today. I'll have my review up for BeetleJuice tonight. I'll be seeing the 2 new films coming out this week. Speak No Evil with James McAvoy, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Really interested in seeing that because I love him as an actor and he looks awesome in this film. And The Killer's Game with Dave Bautista, which looks like a fun time. Of course, as if you haven't, please like this video. Leave a comment down below and let me know what your favorite scene from BeetleJuice is and if you enjoyed the first film. And if you enjoyed the second film, like I said, I'll be seeing it tonight, and I apologize for getting the review out like 6 days late. However, I promised my girlfriend that I'd wait till she got back from vacation to go watch it with her. And she's with me forever. You guys might be with me for a few seconds. I don't know. And as always, if you guys have yet to subscribe to the channel, please do so. It helps me out. I'm slowly growing. It's happening. So, you know, get on a train and ride with me. Probably not my best analogy. But like I said, I'm excited to see what the second BeetleJuice does 36 years later with the, you know, the creativity of Tim Burton on what he's going to do with that world, especially bringing in Jenna Ortega. I will have that review out for you guys tonight, and I should have the other 2 out this weekend. You guys have a good day. Thank you.